Rain fell softly against the tiny windows of a worn-out house. Inside, a young widow named Grace lived with her 8-year-old son, Daniel. Life had not been kind to them, and every day felt heavier than the last. Inside the small kitchen, Grace opened the cupboard. There was only 1 cup of rice and half a bottle of cooking oil. Nothing else was left. Daniel looked up at his mother with hopeful eyes and asked, "Mom, are we eating tonight?" Grace forced a gentle smile and said, "God will provide." But when Daniel turned away, tears filled her eyes. She had prayed for weeks, yet nothing seemed to change. That night, after Daniel fell asleep, Grace knelt beside her bed and prayed with a broken heart. "Lord, I don't understand. I've trusted you. I've worked hard. I've prayed every day. I only need enough to feed my son." Silence filled the room. No voice came. No miracle happened. Only peace remained in her heart. Before she slept, she whispered, "Even if I don't understand, I will still trust you." The next morning, Grace found only 1 single coin, just enough to buy bread. She held it tightly in her hand and thought of her son. Then she stepped outside and walked toward the market. Along the road, she saw an old man sitting on the ground. He was weak, hungry, and looked like he had not eaten in days. Grace stopped, looked at him, then looked at the coin in her hand. Slowly, she knelt down and placed the coin into his hand. The old man looked up with tears in his eyes and said softly, "So will he bless you." Grace said nothing. She simply stood up and walked away with empty hands, but her heart was peaceful. Later that day, she returned home and froze in shock. A pickup truck was parked outside her house, and people were unloading bags of food, rice, flour, oil, and many other supplies. Confused and overwhelmed, Grace asked, "Who sent all of this? I don't understand. Where is this coming from?" One of the women gently replied, "We are from a local church. Our pastor said he prayed this morning and God placed your name on his heart. He told us someone in this area was suffering and needed help immediately. So we came looking for you." Tears filled Grace's eyes as she broke down because she realized something powerful. God had not forgotten her. He had been working all along, even through people she did not know. Days passed, and life slowly began to change. Grace found a new job, and Daniel returned to school. Their home was no longer empty, and laughter slowly returned. One evening, Grace stood outside with Daniel beside her, looking at the peaceful sky. She said softly, "God, you were working all along, because sometimes what feels like delay is divine preparation, and what feels like silence is God already writing your miracle behind the scenes." If you enjoyed this story, please like, share, and subscribe for more powerful stories of faith, hope, and miracles. God bless you.